feel like getting to talk to Robin here is years and years in the making because we've been here. Hey, Robin, good to meet you on the phone. We've been hearing about you for probably 5 years or so. So thank you for coming on the show.
Well, thank you for having me. That is kind of weird that somebody has heard of me for 5 years.
Yeah. Well, here's what's happened. Our producer, Raymundo, who is obsessed with Big Brother and would even watch it on Raymundo, what was it on the feed you would watch on HBO or something?
Yeah, so it was on Showtime, and then it switched over to TV Guide channel. But yeah, and then also on the online version. So I've watched them all.
Okay. You've seen them all.
Yeah.
Seen it all. He's obsessed with it. He's tried out every time it comes around. And we wanted to talk to you about not only, what Raymundo is missing in his audition, but how people get on shows, like tips on getting on a show. So, by the way, Robin Cass is on with us. How would you describe your job, Robin? What do they call you?
Casting director.
Okay, that's easy enough. Casting director.
Yes.
You've been doing this for how long?
On Big Brother since 2001.
Okay, now, Raymundo, you once tried out for Big Brother. What was the first time you auditioned for the show?
First time was in Austin, Texas. I've also done it in Laredo. I also did it in Dallas, Nashville. And this season, I was going to do Kansas City, Missouri, or Chicago. But unfortunately, those casting calls got canceled. And then that ended up being my dead end. And it just ended up being the online submissions, unfortunately.
Have you ever done an online submission, or you've only done open calls?
Yeah, so you guys have my documentation, honestly. I'm probably all in those cupboards and stuff right there at the CBS lot. But I did it back in the day, the first 5 seasons. And then I thought, man, I got to try something else. So then that's when I started going to the opening calls. And I was videotaped. Yeah. I mean, I made it to regionals, districts, all over the place. I was very, very close and just missed out.
So, I don't know what kind of advice you want. The thing is, obviously, open calls and sending a video are 2 very different things, and there's no positive or negative to either one. It just is sort of what makes you more comfortable. Are you more comfortable being at your house where you can stop and start and say whatever you want? Are you more comfortable sort of being in the Big Brother atmosphere where you can talk to other people about the game and players? So whatever you feel more comfortable with, it's better to do. I wouldn't suggest going from open call to open call to flying to different places. Like, you'll probably run into the same casting producers. They might get a little annoyed if they've seen you more than once. If you go to an open call and you just think that you just were horrible and you bombed and you froze up, then I would say to apply online. But multiple open calls for the same season, I would not suggest. And, it's like people ask, like, what do you need to get on? And it's one of those things, like, some people just have charisma. Some people just have something that makes them unique and different. It's not something that you can necessarily study or learn or read about or talk to ex-house guests about. It has to do with being confident and comfortable in your skin, and we can usually tell if people are comfortable and confident right when they walk up to the table.
Nice. Well, right now, Robin Cass is on with us, casting director for Big Brother. Robin, do they ever come up to you in audition, or are you way later down the line?
Yeah, I travel sometimes. I don't go to all the open calls, but I'll usually go to like 2 or 3 open calls throughout the season, so they might end up at one of my tables. But even if I'm not the first person who they speak with, they will eventually see me and meet me through the process. It could be during their semifinal interview. It could be if they make it to finals and they come to Los Angeles. Everyone interviews with me there. So at some point you would be meeting me if you end up getting on the show.
Well, I know it's a strange way to do it, but is it possible that Raymundo have like 30 seconds to make his pitch? Just to see how we feel about him. Just you, your gut, your instinct, your heart, all the things about you, listening to this amazing guy who's on the air with 5 million people a day listening. I don't want to influence anything, Robin, but is there any way we can do 30 seconds of Raymundo?
Let's do it. Give me
Okay, Raymundo, you got your shot, baby. Are we ready? You've been waiting your whole life for this. All right, here we go.
Yeah, first and foremost, Robin, honestly, I just wanted to say huge fans, you, Allison Grodner, Don Woman, Julie Chen Moonves, all y'all. I've been fans of the show since I was a little boy. I've always wanted to be on it. And then the summer that I did watch the live feeds, I ended up watching over 500 hours. I know everything there's to know about the Big Brother house. I know you can't tell secrets right underneath the stairs. People can hear you. I know you can listen to
sell yourself, bro. Sell yourself, not what you know.
Okay, so anyway,
now you're just a stalker.
Yeah. Besides that. But honestly, yeah. So like I've heard if you guys miss out though on like sometimes if people suck when they get there and you don't like them, do you have a talent pool of like some hotties where you can maybe out of LA and maybe you just pick me instead of some of those blonde bombshells that you just throw in the house last second? I mean, come on. I'm from the north. I'm an alpha male. I'm a 34-year-old guy. My fiance already agreed to let me just leave my life here and come to LA. And I'm telling you, I want to be in the Big Brother lot all summer, girl.
Okay, he shot his shot.
Let me ask you guys a question. Let me ask everybody else who's there in the room. I'm not sure who else is there with you. Like, what you guys listen to people talk all the time. What did you think about his pitch?
I think that he should have sold himself. You don't care if people watch the show. You want the most entertaining person on the show for what you need them for. I didn't think he did a great job at selling himself, honestly.
Okay, yeah. So, I mean, that would be the first thing. Is like you being a super fan doesn't necessarily make you a great player. And on the other hand, if you don't know the show that well, it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be a bad player. So as much as I love that you're a fan of the show, and I do love that, thank you, that won't necessarily be part of you getting on the show. So you just like 1 second, big fan, great, we can move on. The other thing is like, don't be so desperate. You know, so we just want to talk to people like they're having normal conversations with their friends. So it's like a lot of people get in front of me and I can see like the wheels turning and they know that they have to say these things that all Big Brother contestants say. And people get in front of me and they say, you know, Robin, you either love me or you hate me. Don't say that because everybody loves to say that. Or people will say something like, you know, I can be your best friend, but if you turn on me, I'll backstab you. It's like, okay, yeah, whatever. Everybody will do that. The best thing to do is listen to the questions of the people who you're talking to, the producers. Take a deep breath and talk to them as if you're talking to your best friend. Don't worry about getting everything in 20 seconds. If you're just having a normal conversation, we can see what you will eventually be like on day, 14 in the house, and a little bit of the adrenaline has left. And those are really difficult things to say because obviously at an open call, your adrenaline is going. You want to be able to say everything you possibly can in front of the producer. The best thing to do is take a deep breath, listen to their questions, be likable, be charismatic, and go from there. And don't worry so much about the desperation and the I love Big Brother part.
So you're saying he didn't get on?
I mean, guys, I have to see him. I have to look at him. I have to see his eyes, talk to him. I mean, a lot of it has to do with what they're like in person also. But your fiance sounds like a lovely person if she's willing to let you go for 3 months.
Yeah, she's for sure awesome. And honestly, we have 23 frozen eggs right now. And she said that I could also just go ahead and forego, those 4 months. And then I could be gone and come back. And I would love to start a family then with that $500,000. And I honestly think I would maybe even get the $550,000 because I'd be America's favorite player. Yeah!
You might. You absolutely might.
And honestly, girl, I'd win those endurance competitions. You can find me online. I've won the Guinness Book of World Records. I was a fist pumper for 24 hours. There's nobody that's going to compete with me in the backyard, honestly. And my social game is bar none one of the best. And I've seen the show. I mean, no floater, nobody that's never seen the show's ever won it. So honestly, that's my leg up. And I stay up late at night. Those are the people that win. The people that listen in, they always are up. Not the people that sleep and get lazy ass. I'm going to dominate, girl. You got to put me in that house. Honestly, I know there's going to be some crappers, and you're going to say, you know what? I need one more person I got to pull from Nashville. I'm your guy, girl. I'm going to come home. I'm going to hit a home run. Everybody's going to be talking about me. And I'm going to be at that rap party. All of us, Will, Boogie, Chilltown, everybody. Aaron Brody.
Oh, boy.
Yes. Hey, Jeannie Buss will be there. Come on, girl. Hey, and I know you love UFC, and you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go dominate in that backyard. I'm going to wrestle some of the dudes in there for you because I know you're a UFC fan. Come on now. Yeah!
I am. Now you're starting to scare me. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah!
Well, listen, Robin, we appreciate you listening to Raymundo and giving our listeners also an idea of what they should do and the inside. And if for some reason you ever need a guy like Raymundo with a big built-in audience, let us know. We would be happy to. I have given him my blessing to come off the show for a few months, and his fiance has too. But we just mostly thank you for spending your time with us. We really appreciate that.
I will say I do appreciate the passion, Raymundo, so thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much. Honestly, big fan. Honestly, thank you.
All right. Thanks, guys.
All right, Robin, talk to you soon.
All right, take care. Bye.
All right, bye-bye. Bye-bye. There she is, Robin Cass, casting director for Big Brother. Well, Raymundo, you had your shot. How do you feel like you did?
That's all you really can do in those. That's why I kill it when it's face-to-face. It's a group atmosphere. I got a little bit more time with there. In 30 seconds, not a lot of people can sell themselves. I did the best I could.
I'm going to say that if something were to happen and she needed someone like you, she would remember this. But second at it, shot was terrible. But second shot at it was pretty legit. So I'm going to say your dream's not over, Raymundo. You heard it from me first.
Yeah, because I know that they do at times run into troubles. Well, they'll just go to an agency and say, can you get us this type of a person if they're running short? I mean, sometimes they don't audition well. She does a beautiful job of running all the auditions, but there's been seasons when it's been bad. And I've heard rumors that they'll pull somebody that didn't even sign up, which is what I didn't do this year.
All right, quickly, around the room. Amy, how do you feel like Raymundo did 1 through 10? He had his first ever shot in front of the big casting director. How do you feel like he did?
I feel like he's well, the part where he was fanning out about the show was probably like a 7.5. But then at the end, when he really started selling himself, he's like a 9.
Overall, what do you give him, an 8?
Okay, so then I guess I give him an 8. Yeah.
Ray, I give you a 6.5. No producer wants to hear how much you love the show for that long. You really got to sell yourself more than your knowledge of a show. But I think that you made an impression on her at the very end. Eddie?
I'm going to give him a 4 bones because he really, he was too fanny, but you pulled him out of the water, though, with the, hey, he's got a built-in audience. This guy could be good for you. I think you helped him out, but give him a 4. It was a bad pitch.
All right, Raymundo. Good luck, bud. Let us know if you get hit up today.